Hey everyone, my name is Amy Caroline, and I'm about to go get one of our product owners, Luke, to talk to him a little bit about the apps that he's working on. So let's go.
Yeah, sure.
Cool, let's go up to the meeting room.
Yeah, alright, let's go.
Well, thank you for sitting down with me today. As one of our product owners, will you tell me some of the apps that you're responsible for?
Yeah, sure. So what I focus on is the marketing scope. So marketing in a broad sense, because I do everything related to email marketing, SMS marketing, marketing automation, but also events, and of course the CRM, which for me is like the tool that needs most to be integrated with the marketing scope.
Mm-hmm. So can you tell me about some of the things that have changed for version 14?
Where to start? I mean, there's quite a lot. I would say on the top of my mind, the thing is to like speak about what I just said. The fact that we are still working on integrating the marketing scope even better. For example, a great example, and I think it's simple, but it works so nicely, is the fact that now events is connected to CRM. Because I mean, as a company, if you organize an event, it's mostly to promote yourself and generate some hype and some leads, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So we've created sort of a bridge between both apps, which means that when you create an event and you have people that register, based on your own rules, so you can decide the different criteria that are needed. You can have leads generated in your pipe, so that your sales colleagues can straight away follow up and call them after the event, etc.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really simple. I mean, functionally speaking, you just create the rules and then it works out of the box, and it's super great because it's one step further in the integration.
Right.
So yeah.
And so it just adds a layer of usability. It's really useful for people who especially count a lot on CRM.
Yeah.
And also hold events.
Yeah, because I mean, when we talk about flows in Odoo, we always talk about the purchase, inventory, sales, accounting. So of course, this one is great. But on the marketing team, we're working on creating other flows, right? From, for example, acquiring the attention of the person, getting them on the website, getting them to fill a form, then getting the follow-up, for example, automated with marketing automation, and then the person, you have a colleague calling him, etc., etc. And it's really starting to be really impressive, as you can have it like from A to Z. And then sure, when you get the deal, I mean, you have sales that's there, and then you have accounting, etc. And then one step, above, you have the reporting on your marketing campaign, and you can see this campaign generated this much revenue. So I mean, the flows are getting better and better. We're still on it because, we want it to be as smooth as possible. But it's really nice, to sit back and see, wow, now you can do
it has
all
already
this.
improved so much.
Yeah, indeed.
Oh, that's so cool. Now, you were telling me earlier, right before this interview, that we actually have a new integration with Outlook.
Yeah.
Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah. We've had quite a lot of feedback and requests about it because we have a lot of salespeople that work with Odoo, with the Odoo CRM, but their contacts or their prospects or customers or whatever still send a lot of email in their own mailbox. So they had, for example, an email in Outlook, and they had to, copy and paste or duplicate the information because they had the customer does not answer to the CRM conversation. He sends another email out of the box. So again, we created sort of a bridge between those. So now you can connect your Outlook mailbox to your CRM. It does two main things. The first thing is that you can take advantage of the EAP services. So you receive an email from someone you don't know, right? You give him a business card, for example, and he shoots you an email. You have the profile enrichment, so you can see which company he works for, which kind of business it is, the company size, etc. So that's already great because you can answer, differently and deal with it differently. But we also make sure to connect the database itself. So you can, for example, create a new opportunity from this email directly. So no need to copy paste anymore. You can just forward the email to an opportunity so that you make sure that you keep, traceability in the chatter. So if the conversation gets out of Odoo, you can bring it back to make sure that when you have a look at the history, because basically a CRM is supposed to do that, right? Being able to see the entire process of the sales flow. So you can do this as well. And yeah, it's mainly this, being able to connect both so that you stop having two different systems.
Right.
And we will try out with Outlook, see how it goes. But we already have other mail providers, in the pipe. That should,
That's definitely going to answer a huge need for the users.
I think, it's always a pain for the users when they have different systems that are not connected and they need to just copy and paste everything. So we're trying to solve that as much as possible, and that's already, I think, a big step, because, whatever we say, email is still really big, and salespeople receive a ton of email every day, so if they win a few minutes for each email, it's already a big win.
Right.
And they can focus on what matters most, which is the negotiation, the qualification, etc.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for taking a few minutes to chat with me. It's been really interesting.
Pleasure is mine.